What's up guys, in this video I'm going to be explaining a few things from the Combat Arms Line of Sight closed beta number 2 that I have found to be weird, confusing, annoying, generally pretty bad. Things that make the game not quite polished and fundamental things to the game that I think should be changed, or else the game is really going to end up on the typical Unreal Engine free to play FPS scrap heap. So the first problem is the movement of the guns / the bullet animation. Something's not quite right. The gun doesn't display recoil, and yet the bullets don't fire in a straight line. It's weird. It's really strange to explain, so I hope that the following video will help to show really what I'm talking about. But the gun doesn't really move as much as the bullets don't really meet their targets. It's just weird. It's off-putting. The next problem is about spawn points, especially in domination mode. Basically, one team can spawn at exactly the same spot, which just happens to be the spot that's right in front of me, and I either get slaughtered or, well, they get slaughtered. It's completely not random. My final and largest complaint with the game is the design of the maps. Don't get me wrong, they look beautiful, there's lots of eye candy in them, and in terms of what you can actually do, if you strip away all of that eye candy, it becomes a very bland map where there's about 2 or 3 different corridors that you can go down, and that's about it. Case in point, for example, the first video clip shows me trying to get over a fence that's about as high as maybe my shin, something that a soldier, especially one with superpowers, should easily get over, but he can't. There's an invisible wall. So that's part of the map that is just not usable. This is very un-Combat Arms-like, and I know that the first version of Combat Arms, this is not a sequel. It's not a sequel to Combat Arms, but that's what made Combat Arms fun to play. The maneuverability of the maps, the ability for you to jump on anything, to hide around any corner, to ambush your enemies, to get vantage points. You just can't do that in this game. Then I tried to climb up a ladder. Again, ladders were something that you used to be able to climb up in Combat Arms. In Combat Arms Line of Sight, you can forget it. You can't bother accessing the sniper tower that's right in front of you because you can't actually climb up the ladder. Why is it there? Just for eye candy. And yet you could do so much by having a sniper tower there. Just look at the 2 towers map in the original version of Combat Arms, for example. Finally, my last clip shows me trying to get a vantage point over the area where the enemies are advancing from. But again, because of that invisible wall, because of that fence, and because of the shape of the snowy mountain range, I can't actually see anything. This is not a problem in Snow Valley. In Snow Valley, you have loads of vantage points. You have sniping bases, you have fences that you can jump on top of. Here, you can't do anything. You're restricted to the set paths that are carved for you, which makes the map really dull, really boring, and to be honest, not worth playing.